Hey Libra, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your August 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Libra, some of you are heading towards a brand new beginning, a brand new life. At the bottom of the deck, you're undergoing massive transformative shifts in your life. This is big changes. It could even be a rebirth of some sort. For some of you, this is regarding your career. You have career as well at the bottom, and you also have soul tribe. And right below that, heart's desire. So this may be in partnerships. This could be in love. I feel for some of you Librans, this is multiple areas of your life, because what's happening as your key themes evolve in the month of August, your belief system is shifting. This is about how you speak to yourself. This is about how you create your reality by the thoughts, by the beliefs, by what you tell yourself. And you may be reprogramming. There may be a situation that you kept going back to, or a belief or a pattern that you kept going back to, Libra. And I feel like that has weakened your sense of security in some way, shape, or form. But you're coming up with new creative ideas to forge a new path. I'm getting trailblazer. So some of you are forging a path that you've never taken before. You could be doing something that defies all odds is what I'm getting. Or people may have said, Libra, you're never going to make money, off TikTok, or you're never going to make money going in that direction, or you're never going to, whatever people told you or society has deemed as right, or your family told you. I feel like you're breaking through the glass ceiling and you're telling yourself a new story here. Now, Libra, you also have the great outdoors. This can be getting outside, spending time in nature, unplugging. It can even be a little bit of solitude here. I feel like you might be busy. You might be busy with creative endeavors. You might be busy building upon your stability. You do have the King of Coins showing up. And it's interesting because something that may have weakened your sense of security, I feel like it's health. I don't feel like this is financial. For some of you, because we have career here, perhaps you did miss out on an opportunity, or something got passed by. You may have been rejected an offer, or it wasn't the right time. There's a major glow up happening for you, Libra. You're sitting in the 6 of Wands with the 9 of Coins. That is success, right? That's success. Bottom of the deck, you have the Magician energy here, and we have the sun moving into Virgo at the end of August 24th, I believe, 23rd, 24th. You're manifesting a new reality, and any illusions that have confined you or restricted you in the past are being shattered. That's why you have the moon here. We have the Fool, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the 5 of Swords. Some of you were dealing with a person in the past, and I say past energy because we do have new beginning. We have double new beginnings with the Ace of Truth here and the Fool. You were dealing with someone in the past who may have had a little bit of an ego, right? They may have had an inflated ego, altered ego. Someone may have been humbled. I'm getting been humbled here, or there was a ruthless win. It's like they wanted to win at all costs, but maybe they didn't consider how you would feel about it, or your emotions, or, they may have even sabotaged you in some way because they seen you climbing to the top here. Yeah, someone or some sort of energy was trying to hold you back. Okay, I mean, it's as simple as that. I feel like there was a person or an energy that had weakened your sense of stability, or they were holding you back, and you made a choice. I'm getting like 5 months ago, the last 5 to maybe even the last 11, like 5 and 11 are showing up. And as I say that, I see the 5 on the clock. 5s are about conflict. They're about change. And then 11 months ago, I'm not even quite sure when that would be. But for some of you, it's almost been a year is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, it's almost been a year. So maybe September could be significant. September, October of 2023. Is when this happened, or when someone tried to defame you or throw you for a little bit of a loop, or tried to steal your power in some way, shape, or form. You're coming back here, and there is a glorious win. You're not letting anyone hold you back from what is truly yours. Okay, Libra, you've learned a lot here. Wow, you have learned a lot. Now I am getting travel. Okay, some of you are traveling in the month of August, or you are maybe visiting a sacred space with the creativity card. This always reminds me of like France. Okay, some of you, okay, say that again, Spirit. Okay, I'm getting a song for you. I've been getting songs for these monthly readings, and I love when that happens. And the song coming up for you, Libra, I believe is by John Denver. Country Roads, Take Me Home to Where I Belong. Okay, so some of you, I mean, you could even find yourself driving on an old back road. Maybe you are visiting a place of birth. You could be passing by a place that felt like home to you. Perhaps some of you are leaving the city, and you are, or getting out of the city if you live near one. Or you're spending more time in the great outdoors if you live in the country. Maybe you're meditating, you're getting outside, spending time with the birds, the loons, the wild animals. You could be going hiking. You could be going kayaking, paddleboarding. You see the kayak there? Someone may be going on a kayak excursion or adventure. I'm also getting some of you Librans are in the spotlight. You could even have an outdoor channel. Okay, maybe you have an outdoor channel where you mix creative, recipes, creative endeavors. You talk about your beliefs. You talk about your spirituality. Some of you, this is thinking outside the box. When the Great Outdoors card shows up, it does say wide open spaces. I feel like there is an expansion of target market. So if you are an influencer of some sort, or if you are in the public eye, you could be attracting a brand new target market, or you're branching off in some way, shape, or form. Ooh, for those of you Librans that came to this reading unemployed, or if you've been looking for work, I see a new offer coming in for you. Yeah, because I see that you felt orphaned, you felt alienated in some way, shape, or form. Some of you may actually be orphans, or maybe you were adopted. Maybe you're an only child. And lastly, let's get a timing card before we dive into your reading. What do we have for timing? Something is rushing in here quite quickly. Yeah, I feel like this success, this opportunity, this new beginning, this truth, there's something rushing in. We have the next holiday. Now here in the United States, I believe the next holiday would be Labor Day weekend, so September. Okay, but depending on where you live, there could be choices or changes around a holiday. Oh, Spirit's saying one more. Yeah, stop waiting. Stop waiting. I feel like it's time. There is something here where you won't have to be in limbo any longer, because this comes in quickly. Some of you may even have a dog that could be, I'm not quite sure what that breed is. Very beautiful. Is this a shepherd? Some sort of shepherd? I'm also getting some of you have a pet that's crossed over. And I feel like some of you may have had uncertainty about the time or how it happened, something of that nature. But if that is you, I feel like you're going to receive confirmation that you did the right thing. Or if there was any uncertainty about a pet situation or something you were waiting on, I feel like there's something about balance or the right thing. Okay, let's move on. So your first card out is the great outdoors, nature, grounding. This can be going camping, just unplugging, taking some time out for you, Libra, in the month of August. Spending some time in solitude or spending time with those that you love. I feel like you are manifesting a wish here. Okay, we do have this Nine of Cups, and this is about a wish that you've had. And I feel like you've never wavered in your faith in some way, shape, or form. Even though at times you may have second guessed your own intuition, or you may not have known the path, or it wasn't made clear to you. I feel like you never gave up on your dream or yourself or your higher power. There's this deep inner knowing that you have. And with the moon here, I also feel a bit of high priestess energy where your intuition has led you and guided you all along. They're showing me the Buddhist temple. Some of you could even be visiting some sort of Buddhist temple, or I'm getting elephants here with the elephant. Maybe you live in Africa or you're going on an African safari. Some of you may have a lot of plants. You may be very connected to nature. You may have a green thumb. You may be spending time in the garden or, with your herbs or your flowers. But I feel like that's your sacred space. There's something here about creating a sacred space or enjoying a sacred space in the month of August, and you really feel inspired because your creativity here, Libra, is heightened. This is inspiration strikes. This is invention. Some of you have some ideas that are ready to be patented, or you're ready to slap a logo, or you're ready to make it into, a business. You're ready to publish that book. You're ready to, publish on your YouTube channel. Whatever this is here for you, don't let inspiration linger in the air. It's time to do something here. And even though we have the majority of August in retrograde, and we have the very powerful Lionsgate, activation and Lionsgate portal, I feel like this is a very prosperous month. I mean, Leo energy is very vibrant. It is about being in the spotlight. Some of you Librans have Leo in your chart. I feel like you may even have some Pisces in your chart here. Aquarius as well, but your creativity is heightened, and this is about new ideas, imagination. A lot of you are very talented and you may be getting recognized. There could be fame showing up here for you. This is discovery. This is artistry. You could be a makeup artist. You could be showcasing your talents online, and this could even be your social media or your social calendar blowing up this month, Libra. Excuse me. Where a lot of people want to hang out with you because there is a glow up. There's something about you at this time. And I feel like people want to spend time with you, or they want the services that you offer. They want to be a part of your energy in some way, shape, or form, because you could be an inspirational leader. You could be someone who inspires others as well. We have new life again. So when we have the new life followed by heart's desires, this is passion. It can be passion projects. It can be something coming to life. It may even be a love for what you do. It may be an emphasis on heart health, making choices, making decisions around the heart. I feel really good about this change, or these changes. I'm getting plural. For some of you, this is multiple changes. It could be a move followed by a job, or a job followed by a move, followed by love. This could be a whole belief system where it's as if there's been some sort of foundational shift that has occurred in the past. I'm getting Tower here. But you are climbing your way out of it, and I feel like you're putting the pieces together that feel more stable, that feel more secure, they feel more honest, they feel more trustworthy, and it's actually leading you directly to a new beginning. And some of you, you're climbing the ladder. There's advancement here, maybe even a job change, Libra. This is promotion, side hustle, bonus. Some of you, it's a love for what you do, and you actually can make money doing what you love. I also see volunteer work or working, in a community setting or working with other like-minded individuals could actually land you more of a full-time job or a full-time position or a paid position here. There could be community work, getting out in the community. Maybe you're a vendor, or you are displaying maybe your beeswax or your honey or your soy candles at the local farmers market. For some of you, this could even be your garden veggies or your flowers. I feel like, people want what you have to offer here. And whether you're doing it just as a side gig or it is full time, there's big changes coming in here. Now, we start off with the King of Coins. It did show up in the reverse. So I do feel that, yes, there has been a weak link. But I don't feel like the weak link is the biggest piece of it, right? I don't feel like you per se are the weak link. I feel like there was a situation, a circumstance, a person, or a job that was actually the catalyst to strengthen your stability. Okay, that was the weak link. You actually are very, very secure, Libra, with who you are within your belief system. You know when something feels off. You're very intuitive. You're very analytical. You're very logical. You can read a room. You can read energy. You can read body language. You have a lot. You have a lot to offer. You bring a lot to the table. And I feel like whatever the weak link was here, that's what you are letting go of, because some sort of illusion is being shattered. Okay? The weak link may have even been a part of your wounded self with the orphan card showing up. I'm excited to dive into this at the very end with the orphan, because I feel like there's an opportunity to come together in some way, shape, or form, to come together with community, with people, with mankind, right? I mean, it could be as simple as a one-on-one partnership, or it could be as large as touching people on a global level, millions, right? I feel like there is a glorious win, and you're staying humble though. There's a humbling situation that is showing up, and you're getting recognized for your gifts. You're getting recognition in some way. Something is being granted to you. And I feel like other people are jealous of your success, or other people might not like the new changes that you've incorporated into your life, Libra, but it's not their journey. It's yours. And it's your belief system. It's your ideas, your creative endeavors that make you unique and make you you. So if there are illusions or projections, something is being revealed here to you. I am getting the great reveal. Okay, the great reveal. Some of you are changing the way that you look. There could be a change in, location, a change in status. There was something shadowing the energy. It's almost as if you may have been in someone's shadows. Okay, even though I said earlier, some of you may have been an only child, I feel like it's almost as if you felt like you had to live up to something or be better than. This could be generational for some of you, even if you were an only child. For those of you that did have siblings, maybe you were in the shadow of a sibling's footprints and you felt like you had to work harder to be seen, harder to be heard, right? I feel like there's something about you feeling isolated, feeling left out. Like, why do I have to put in all the work when it's come so easy to them? You may be learning big lessons around comparison, around, not judging someone's story because they're on their own path and you're on you're on yours. There's a big moment of truth coming in, Libra. You have the Fool and the Ace of Swords with the Five of Swords. Some of you have been really hard on yourself, and you may have even hidden parts of you to be accepted, or you may have masked up or felt like you had to be someone that you weren't to maybe satisfy others in some way, shape, or form. If that was you, all masks are off. The illusion is being revealed here, or something is being revealed. And I feel like that could also be this new life. For those of you who had a complex of, like, think of the runt of the litter, okay? I'm not calling anybody a runt here, but I feel like this could be either you, characteristic of your own personality, right? Because we have multiple personalities. There's many different characteristics or archetypes of, ourself. Or this could be someone you were dealing with. And I feel like some of you were in constant fight or flight, or you may have felt like the runt of the litter where you got the last scraps. You may have been energetically scrawny, or you had to really, really fight for something here, right? Energetically, it just feels like you're constantly needing to one up, and it put you in a fight or flight. And it may have even caused, if this is someone else you were dealing with, it may have caused them to have that, maybe even resentment or bullying, coercion. This can be manipulation or winning at all costs, even if that means stepping on people's toes. Now, Libra, you are all about balance, but I feel for some of you, you may have sabotaged your own happiness by dimming your light, maybe to please people who weren't worthy of your energy in the first place. And that is a big illusion that's being shattered, because sometimes us Librans want to keep the balance. I'm a Libra, right? Sometimes we want to keep the diplomacy, keep the balance, and sometimes we can even put ourselves on the back burner to take care of, to nurture, to love, to heal. We think that if we put in enough time and energy and effort into a situation, into a person, that it's just going to get better, right? It's just going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. There's a thing called toxic positivity. Maybe you've heard of it, right? And that is about not donning up or dressing a situation to be better than it is. And I feel like there's a truth, a newfound sense of clarity, Libra. This is about you seeing something for what it truly was. And you may be questioning, you may even have a little bit of, nostalgia at times of, wow, did I really stay in that situation? Or did I really let that person talk to me that way? Or did I, why did I allow that to happen or to occur? But remember that everything you have gone through has made you who you are. And you are such a kind, compassionate, loving being because of what you've gone through. And other people project, other people are who they are. We can't change them to otherwise fit our comfort zone, right? And I feel like that's an illusion you're breaking out of. And there's a newfound sense of clarity here that's leading to a fearless new beginning. This is the new life. So this is double whammy energy. And I don't even see any negative cards here, Libra. I mean, we have the 5 of Swords and the Moon. So some sort of toxic character flaw within oneself or within an other is being exposed. And that's a good thing because, again, we all have different facets of our personality. And for some of you, you may be thinking, Mel, I would never do that to anyone. And maybe you wouldn't, right? But I feel like you may have denied yourself at times happiness or pleasure or standing in the spotlight because you may have been trying to please someone else, or it's like you were standing in their shadow. And no more. Leo is an energy of embarking upon a journey of self-empowerment. It is shining that light. It's standing in the light. Basically, it's the sun, right? Leo's major arcana is the sun. And towards the end of August, we have Virgo energy, and that is taking what you have manifested during a time of enlightenment, the sun, and grounding it into your reality. This is about you being able to manifest this new life on earth and being very, very successful at that. So let's look at career, money, wealth, abundance, jobs. You have the spiral, you have the wings, and you have the frame. And it's interesting that we get the wings because Gemini, your fellow air sign, received the wing card as well. And this is my Aquarian card. So a lot of you air signs, there is something here about rising above financial distress or rising above money issues. This could be a business. For those of you entrepreneurs out there, your business is taking off. This is a pivotal month for profit, even though we're in retrograde phase. That could be one of the most profound months for you business owners, or for those of you in the corporate world, because this is an opportunity to reevaluate, reflect, reprioritize what's working, what's not. How can I shift things up? What are patterns that keep getting played out that you're meant to break? Because we have the spiral. And I feel like you may be revisiting a pattern of yours, but you are noticing it this time around and you're stopping it in its tracks. Yeah, you're stopping it in its tracks. It's going to come rushing in, right? But you put up a hand and you say, I'm not letting this mentality, 5 of Swords, bring me back to a spiral of destruction. This is about you climbing the ladder, right? And that's what it literally says on the, didn't we? I thought we had the career card. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, we do. It's the 4th one. Did we talk about that? It says climbing the ladder. On this deck, it says, or on this card, it says climbing the ladder. This could be in the corporate world or it could be within your business, but there's an upward trend. This is upward and outward. You start at the very center and you can only go out from here, Libra. Some of you may even be revisiting a job or revisiting something that maybe you put on the back burner, maybe that book that you wanted to publish or write. It could be that business, that idea that you wanted to start. This could even be a job that you applied at a month ago, maybe you forgot about. There could be a call, there could be a connection, because there is a new beginning showing up here for you. And I feel for a lot of you, this is putting you on a path of spiritual work, life purpose, mission. Definitely profit here. I'm getting nonprofit for some of you. It may have to do with nonprofit organizations. It may have to do with you loving what it is you do. You loving being a change or making change, making the world a better place, because you do, Libra. You make the world a better place just by showing up each and every day. But even better if you're able to make money doing it. And I feel for a lot of you, you're going to make money doing it if you don't already. Steady income showing up. This is organization. It's accomplishments. Some of you may be in the art and design industry, perhaps interior design or decorating. You could work from home. You may be self-employed. I'm also getting additional training, education. You may be certified or have some sort of, master's or some sort of degree. You may be going back to school. You could be teaching classes. I also see for some of you, there is a big accomplishment. There's a big win coming in. And this win is setting you up for continued, I like this, continued financial safety and stability in the earthly realm. Okay, I'm going to say that again here. Continued financial safety and stability in the material world, because the King of Coins is showing up here. And I feel with this win, with this wish fulfillment, this is something that emotionally fulfills you. And even if at times you didn't see the money coming in from it, you're gonna, because you're hitting a major glow up in this area of your life. And I feel multiple areas, if I'm being honest here, multiple areas, because we have more than one thing occurring. Now let's look at love. What do we have for love for Libra? We have calling in a soulmate. Whew. For those of you singles out there, watch out. You're calling someone in. This is a soulmate. Okay, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Not only do we have a wish fulfillment, but we have belief system here, which is answered prayers. Some of you have been praying for a partner. Okay, and we also have this new life with Soul Tribe. We mentioned that. We have the heart's desire here. So for some of you, this is a love union coming in, and this has the potential to last a lifetime with this King of Coins. Remember what I said about security and stability long term, right? Continued was the word that Spirit used, right? Continued. So I feel like you could be calling in a soulmate if you are single, and there's a beautiful new beginning based on honesty, truth, and not holding back. It's not going to be a dynamic where you hide in the shadows or you have to be a certain version of yourself to be liked, accepted, or loved. This is about you showing up each and every facet of you, Libra. And I feel like your person is doing the same. This is beautiful. Now, for those of you who are in a tumultuous relationship with this Five of Swords, there's been a lot of secrets. There's been a lot of illusions, a lot of denial, right? Maybe even excuses. You know, excuses being made. I noticed that as a young girl, I was brought up in a very, very tumultuous energy, a household where my own mother constantly made excuses for the people that were abusing her or the people that left her feeling very wounded, right? And I never understood why one would make these excuses. And I never understood why one would continuously show up in that energy or attract the same type of person. But again, we don't always understand someone's journey, but I luckily understood it at a little bit of a later age. And I knew that there were red flags to pay attention to. So I knew also at a young age what I never would allow to enter into my world because of what I'd seen. And you have pay attention to the red flags. So for some of you, you may have noticed a repetitive pattern that had showed up maybe from childhood, maybe from what you had seen or in a relationship or a dynamic. And you may have noticed yourself making excuses or turning a blind eye or not wanting to believe in the red flags, right? Because we want to keep the peace. We want that happily ever after. And we sometimes fall in love with the illusion of what could be, the potential. But potential isn't always a reality. It's the potential. That's why it's called that, right? And I feel like the signs are or have cautioned you. And now you have this opportunity to come out of a cycle or to fully embrace a new beginning and not allow the past patterns creep in. And that's why you have this hand up that I said earlier. And you're saying, I recognize a red flag when I see it. And I feel like you're turning an eye. You're turning a blind eye to the red flag, right? This time, instead of being in it and turning an eye, not wanting to see it, you're putting up a boundary. That's what's coming up here. So for some of you, you could even be, leaving behind a situation and embracing truth and embracing a new beginning. And for those of you that are in a committed relationship, you are lovable. You both are lovable. You may want to focus on maybe a joint hobby together because you can see that she's holding back the bow and arrow and she has her eye set on a specific target. So I feel like it is important for the both of you to do something together. It's a common hobby or something you both enjoy. This could also be setting up date night or traveling, maybe going boating, doing something you both enjoy because you're lovable. And remember why you fell in love with each other in the first place. And lastly here, for those of you that are single and happy, or you're single and just focused on your finances and other areas of your life, maybe you're not looking for love. I feel like it's because you're getting to a place where that self-love is the biggest factor, biggest piece of your life. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And when you least expect it, love can certainly come rushing in. You're not waiting, okay? I don't feel like you're waiting here for this. You're just doing your own thing. It's not like you're sitting there every day saying, Spirit, oh Spirit, please bring me love. But yet you're not actively looking or putting yourself out there or doing what it takes sometimes to meet new people. I feel like you're just doing your thing. And that's when love comes rushing in. Some of you may even be meeting someone on a holiday or around a holiday event. I mean, this looks beautiful. It looks like Bali, Tahiti, or maybe the Maldives. Maybe some of you are going on a holiday or going on a honeymoon. Maybe you're traveling. Someone could travel for work. Someone may be getting an offer to go someplace with someone. It may be to their second home or their cabin or their house in the mountains. Remember that John Denver song? Maybe some of you live in West Virginia or you're a mountain mama. All right, what else do we have here? Libra, we have an offer, right? We have an offer. This is a job offer coming your way. Someone wants to work with you. This could even be a sponsorship. This could be a partnership, some sort of collaboration. Yeah, if you've come to this reading unemployed or if you were in need of change because you were dealing with Five of Swords, someone who is just ruthless, right? Maybe someone who was blatant, like not nice. A lot of people didn't like this person, very rude. I feel like your wish comes true and there's a new opportunity coming in, new job offer. We have growth. You've undergone a lot of personal growth and transformation, Libra. Pat yourself on the back. From a very early age, you may have gone through a lot, especially with the orphan card, right? And I feel like this pertains to all areas of your life. There's been massive growth in matters of relationships and matters of success and business and career, even in your own health. Because that's what life is all about, is growth. The only constant that we have is change. And that change brings growth. And for some of you, you may work in insurance. This is about you being protected. And that's kind of the message I'm getting here is protection. You've been protected in ways, I feel angelic protection. Some of you, you beat the odds. Okay, you beat the odds. Perhaps there was a near-death experience. For some of you, you're a cancer survivor. You may be a domestic violence survivor. Okay, I feel like you're protected here. Some of you may even be changing your insurance policies. Okay, life insurance, health insurance, medical. This can be homeowners. It can be vehicle, camper, boats. There's a better offer coming in. You may be looking around. Something has inflated. I'm getting like 300% through the roof. Look around. You can get a better offer. Okay. You may not be working with the right person. I'm also hearing the name Ron, R-O-N, Ron. Maybe that's your insurance agent. Maybe that's your name or someone you're dealing with. Take it as it resonates. Okay, we have a holiday showing up. So I feel some of you, your birthday is right around the corner. For those of you sun sign Librans out there, you could be planning a trip or an excursion around your birth month because that's like a holiday, right? We got to celebrate our birth month. And for others of you, you may be planning travel. If not for August, I feel like you're planning it for later on in the year. All right, last but not least, let's take a look at the orphan card. What do we have for the orphan, please? I'm just pulling it up here in the book. The orphan. I feel like this is going to be a big one for you, Libra, because some of you did feel very isolated, left out of a situation. I'm also getting judgments. So some of you may have even felt judged. But the orphan is about the wounded child. And we talk about, or at least I shared my wounded childhood, but how you can rise above, how you can transform what you've learned into making better life choices for yourself and helping other people as well. So this is the wounded child, the abandoned, the beggar. To study the orphan is to study the deep and challenging energy of our time. We are ever more connected, yet face collective isolation. The refugee crisis haunts our planet. Children are separated from parents, and the earth begs for our attention. We are in a time of universal orphanage, of nature, of each other, of our own hearts. Take refuge in the fact Take refuge in the fact that we all share this core wound and dilemma. It is normal to fear this card as it haunts the caverns of the soul. When it appears, take time, real time, to be in the presence of the feelings this card stirs in you. Let it humble you. What are you starving for? What is the deepest gift you could imagine giving to others? What has been rejected is quite possibly what is most needed, dear one. Whew. Wow, I have full-on goosebumps here, right? This not only talks about the wounded child, but how all of us, each and every single one of us, face this collective isolation. And I'm getting emotional talking about this energy because a lot of you are healers. A lot of you are here to make a difference. This can be about deep solace, deep acceptance, deep love for the people in your life, for the world around you, even the complete strangers. You know, I get such fulfillment, if not one of the most fulfilled energies I've ever felt in my life is reading your guys' comments and receiving feedback from all of you. It just fills my heart with such gratitude. And you know, they say if you can hate someone that you've never met and hate someone that you don't know, then I can love someone I've never met. I can love someone that I don't personally know. And for you Librans out there, I want you to know that I love you and I appreciate you. When this is showing up as the darker side, it can be distant, it can be hate, it can be avoiding, it can be controlling, and it can be limiting. Access this archetype through creative acts. There's your creativity card, Libra. Access it through creative acts like drawing, painting, or writing. Keep it simple. Ask the orphan what it wants to draw, make, or say. When I was a little girl, I kept a journal, and I also talked to my so-called imaginary friends, which were very much not, imaginary. Well, they were, because it was part of my intuitive tribe. But a lot of people couldn't see them. I've always, been able to tune into energies that other people couldn't see. And so that was my safe space. And I journaled and I had this clear knowing and this channel with my higher self and with my spiritual team from a very young age. And for some of you, you are re-accessing that portal, that point of your creativity, maybe what you did as a child as well. This is about tenderness, beyond tenderness. That's what's required. Imagine holding yourself in your hands to recognize that each one of us fears rejection and isolation is to take one step towards the orphan. More kindness always. Be kind. It's that simple. Right? It feels like such a bigger, daunting task, but it really boils down to kindness, right? And love. Why must there be so much? And I'm such a strong humanitarian. I'm a life path 9. Where's my Libras out there who are life path 9s? And for, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be a 9. You can be any life path, but you may have such a strong pull towards leaving the world a better place than when you entered. And for a lot of you Librans watching that you are, you tuned in and you resonate with these readings, specifically to this channel, you are a healer. You are here to make a divine impact, to make a difference, to leave the world a better place, because that was part of your soul mission. It is part of your soul mission. If you want to go deeper, read, I think it's a book, I'm not sure, Mary Oliver's The Kitten. The Kitten. Okay, some of you love cats. You may have a lot of cats. I personally absolutely love cats. Some of you, it's a Maine Coon. Okay, you may have a Maine Coon cat. But this is about getting in touch with that orphan. And when you do, it's so compassionate and loving and kind. That is what I have for you, Libra. I hope it resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. Lots of love.